Naglalaro ka pa ba ng video games? One of the things na gusto ko sa video games is the fact na ang missions or objectives ay nakadisplay somewhere on the screen. This helps gamers keep track of what they should do to win the game. Now, bilang Christians, meron kaya tayong ganon? We don't have objectives flashing at the lower left portion of the screen with progress bars. But we don't exactly have a pointing system that determines whether we've fulfilled the mission or not. But if we were to put two objectives sa mission natin of sharing the gospel, then we can sum it up with these two key things from the Apostle Peter.
Check it out.
In 1 Peter 3:15, but in your hearts, revere Christ as Lord. First things first, we need our eyes on the goal. Ultimately, evangelism is submitting to Jesus. We need exhortation, rebuke, and direction, and all of which comes from Christ. This means reading His Word daily, praying your heart out to Him, and meditating on how He saved you. Number 2, always be prepared to give an answer to everyone who asks you, to give the reason for the hope that you have. But do this with gentleness and respect. And then comes the gospel sharing itself. While we often think of evangelism as something we initiate, Peter puts this in a context where we're more responding than initiating. Now here's the awesome thing. If we truly live with Christ as Lord, obeying His righteous commands sa ating pagkilos at pananalita, for sure, may magtatanong sa'yo about your faith. At which point, all you need to do is to tell them about Christ. So what's the point? A heart and a life that reveres Christ will be asked about Him. This week, think of what part in your life does not show reverence for Christ yet. Perhaps this is the key to people asking you why and you being able to share the gospel to them.